I guess when did I feel like I needed to write this book? Or when did I know I could write this book? Never. Never. I never knew I could write this book. I think I was in a situation where I had broken my neck. That's not a good thing. I couldn't do anything. And I found that the only way I could improve my life was by trying to turn my life into some tiny form of addition. And so one thing I could do was to write a story. And when I wrote the first story, a little voice inside of my head kind of prompted the second story, and so on and so forth. And as it went along, kind of the characters of the story came alive and started saying, well, you can't just leave me here. You have to keep going. And story kind of led to story, which led to the book. And thank goodness it did. Curious kind of pedigree in that I'm an actor. And I've been an actor for, I think, 1,000 years. And I've been in a lot of different situations. It was a first entree into writing because everybody thinks that they like show business stories. And I've been a fly on the wall of projects great and small. And so I've been able to tell stories about my date with Faye Dunaway or Mel Gibson giving me advice on how to be a father. Various triumphs and tragedies that happen in microcosm on a set. But I think one tool that an actor has that maybe a lot of people don't have is that we're usually good listeners. And we see things and listen to them in a way that we can apply in a broader spectrum, which kind of works in terms of a story. Because the one thing I want to happen with the stories is people to see stories, even if I do show business stories, I want people to see them in a broader context, not just a behind-the-scenes gossipy story. I want them to see how this story is not my life, but is their life. What is the Dangerous Animals Club? Well, I can tell you what it is not. It's not a celebrity biography. I guess the primary reason for that is I don't think I'm a celebrity. In fact, I'm usually mistaken for somebody who works at Starbucks, which is fine because it means I would always have a job. It's not a biography. Dangerous Animals Club is a group of 25 stories. Every one of the stories is true. It all has happened to me, but it's still not a biography. Go figure. I'd say Dangerous Animals Club is about the beginnings of things, about first love. First stories about how I got started in show business, first marriage proposal. She was 5. First auditions, first night on Broadway, first real love, first real heartbreak, and subsequently first trip to the psychiatrist. First date, the story of how I was held hostage at gunpoint in a grocery store. First dog, and that's not to be confused with the first date after the first heartbreak. She was actually very nice. Tales of graduate school and living in the pre-Civil War house with a mythical ghost that lived in the attic. And then, of course, I have stories of the first tarantula I ever caught in a jar in the Dangerous Animals Club.